A bizarre carjacking. A suspect threatens to infect a teenager with HIV, and now that young man talks only to 10 News.
A tornado in San Diego. This waterspout hits land. Witnesses describe the rare event, and we're tracking whether it could happen again tomorrow.
She's pregnant and in jail for trying to cash fake checks, and now she tells 10 News why she was desperately trying to get money.
10 News begins with breaking news.
Breaking news from Ocean Beach, where someone was just attacked in the street.
Photojournalist Paul Anderegg is live on our 10 News breaking news tracker. Paul?
Yeah, I just spoke to a witness. He said that man near Brightman spray and was chased down the street by three men and stabbing him. The person I talked to said that those suspects were accusing the victim of being a child molester. You can see we're not going to zoom in too close, but there's a big pool of blood there. They've just been taken to the hospital and may have lost part of his ear. Bringing more on 10 News this morning. Back to you.
I was in shock the whole time. I was waiting to wake up almost.
His drive home from school ends with a dangerous carjacking. The suspect's weapon, needles infected with HIV.
Now in a 10 News exclusive, the La Mesa teen is telling his terrifying story to 10 News reporter Matt Mendez. And Matt, he saw an opportunity to get out and he took it.
Yes, he did. This teen was just leaving his Teca taco shop here. He says a man approached him in the parking lot, threatened to stab him with syringes and give him HIV.
I stayed as calm as I could, but I mean, inside, yeah, I was freaking out.
Brennick Brown, a 17-year-old Grossmont High junior, is still shaken up.
He said, hey, can you do me a favor? And I kept kind of walking.
A man with several syringes, including this one, threatened him Monday in La Mesa and demanded a ride.
And he's like, no, you're going to do me a favor, or else I'll stab you with AIDS.
The man, who La Mesa police say is Thomas Johnson, hopped in the truck. At first, he wanted to go to Walmart, but changed his mind. Brennick drove him around for more than half an hour, a terrifying ride, while he had a syringe just inches from his neck.
They were probably right here.
Johnson became agitated.
I was like, yo, you need to chill. Like, I'll do it. I'll take you wherever you want, as long as you just don't hurt me. He started snorting some cocaine, and I was like, oh, okay, he's going to start going crazy now, so I knew I had to make a move.
So Brennick did.
I punched him like right in the jaw. It could have been the best feeling of my life. It felt amazing.
Brennick ran to this 7-Eleven in Allied Gardens and called for help. Johnson then stole his truck. A short time later, he led officers on a chase down the 15 freeway before crashing near University Avenue.
Get him back! Get him back!
A police dog bit Johnson and officers cuffed him. Johnson is seen here with blood on his face.
It's tough to look at, considering I was just driving that yesterday.
Brennick knows the outcome could have been a lot worse. He says officers told him today Johnson is HIV positive.
I made the right decision at the right time.
Yeah, he did. Now, Johnson is in the hospital. Once he's released, he could face charges of carjacking as well as stealing a car and evading police. Now, Brennick says when he gets older, he wants to become a police officer because of this incident. We're live in La Mesa. Matt Mendez, 10 News.
A little quick thinking could have saved his life. Thanks, Matt.
That was life-changing for him. And a pinpoint weather alert, this waterspout that you see right here turned tornado, had jaws dropping in North County tonight. 10 News reporter Emily Valdez is live at Torrey Pines. And Emily, you talked to a man who caught some great shots of this event.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable sight, and he saw it all from his balcony, those lights over there in La Jolla. So this little tornado touched down just north of where we are here at the Torrey Pines glider port.
I'm not in Kansas anymore.
Not Kansas, rather San Diego.
I was outside on my balcony and noticed this big dark cloud.
Leon Shapiro couldn't believe his eyes.
There were a lot of birds flying around. I looked up and all of a sudden I saw this line forming going down to the ocean.
He snapped these photos.
This incredible panoramic view over Torrey Pines where you can literally see the water being splashed from the bottom of the spout where it hits the ocean. It was a surreal, almost out-of-body experience because it takes your brain a minute to put two and two together that you're actually seeing something like this in San Diego.
The water spout hit land just north of the glider port as a weak tornado, then vanished. Then Shapiro saw this.
Right in front of me where I was standing on the balcony, this pelican was flying amongst some other pelicans having a lot of difficulty. And I noticed that its neck seemed to be broken and it was struggling to fly in the wind.
a victim of the water spout?
It may just be coincidental, but it seemed awfully close to the time that the water spout was there.
Oh, that poor bird. We have not found any reports of any other damage. Not a lot up here to damage. That's the good news. We are live in Torrey Pines. Emily Valdez, 10 News.
Thanks, Emily. Absolutely. A rogue tornado touched down briefly, then it dissipated. No damage in the area. Good news there. But we still have a chance for more showers. An area of low pressure continues spreading over Nevada as it works its way into the Four Corners, pulling in very cold air. It is triggering more showers, and those will continue tonight. As you can see here in our 10 News Pinpoint Doppler Live, not as active as it was earlier today, but we still have a chance of showers to continue way into tomorrow, perhaps even into Thursday morning. We'll get to the details as to how much rain and how much snow has already accumulated.
Well, thanks, Angelica. We always talk about, of course, El Nino and how this rain has impacted that. Is it helping our drought-stricken state? Well, tomorrow crews will head out for the snow survey, and last month the snowpack was at 85% of the state's average annual rate.
Only on 10 News, 6 months pregnant and in jail, accused of running a check cashing scheme out of a local resort. And tonight, this woman talked only to 10 News anchor Itika Milanes. And Itika, she didn't admit to the crime, but she did say that she needs some help.
She sure did. Lori Marshall has been here at Las Colinas since last Friday. This is all of her charges. 14 of them, 12 of them are felonies. Tonight she told me that she is pregnant, scared, and facing a lot of time in prison.
The Bank of America in Coronado. Last Friday, police say this woman, Lori Marshall, tried to cash a forged $1,900 check. The teller knew something wasn't right, so she called police. Marshall and 2 friends arrested in the bank parking lot. The 34-year-old agreed to talk from jail, but she certainly wasn't fessing up to anything.
Did you go into the bank in Coronado to cash that check last Friday?
At first, silence.
I don't know how to answer some of your questions.
The trio told police they were staying at the Lowe's Coronado Resort.
Police are saying that they found 34 grams of meth in the hotel room and a gun. What were you planning to do with the meth and the gun? You don't know?
Officers also found passports, IDs, cash, and check forging equipment.
I went to court today, so I'm just I felt overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed why?
Because my charges keep stacking and I'm not sure why.
She's charged with 12 felonies and 2 misdemeanors.
I pleaded not guilty to all my charges today.
Then came the bombshell.
And I'm being pregnant as well.
She's almost 6 months pregnant.
They told us that you all 3 were all under the influence. Is that not true? I'm sorry?
I said I wish maybe it'll make a little bit more sense to me.
You wish you had been under the influence? Even while pregnant?
Marshall, already a mother to a 14-year-old, said she wants help.
What kind of help do you want?
I'm trying to get my life together. I want to be a mother to this baby.
Marshall is, she says the judge more than doubled her bail today to $250,000. She doesn't know anybody who can bail her out. Her next court appearance, April 11th. Live at Las Colinas Detention Center, Itika Milanes, 10 News.
Compelling, Itika. Thank you. First on 10 News, running into the fire to save a mother and a child. That hero stopping this explosive situation from turning tragic at a gas station in Santee. Tonight, we have learned that that mother is recovering in the hospital. Police say that she passed out while driving and crashed into a fuel pump. Jason Meyer said he had no choice but to jump in and help.
I didn't even think. I was just like, someone's in the car, just go and do it. And so I just went and did it. We got the lady and her daughter out safely.
The woman suffered minor injuries. Her child wasn't hurt.
Tomorrow, a $500,000 lawsuit against the city of San Diego and former Mayor Bob Filner is expected to be in the jury's hands. Former city employee Stacy McKenzie says Filner put her in a headlock and groped her. Today, a psychiatrist testified that McKenzie did not have PTSD or any trauma from that incident. We'll send an alert to our mobile app users as soon as the jury reaches a decision.
New tonight, the Chargers set the release for their plan to build a downtown stadium and convention center. And 10 News is the only station to get first-hand information about the proposal. 10 News Sports Director Ben Higgins is live now in the newsroom. Ben, you talked to sources inside Chargers Park tonight.
Yes, Kim, and what they're telling me is the Chargers and NFL are set to pay for $650 million of the combined facility, with the rest of the funding for the $1.8 billion project coming from a 4% increase in hotel room taxes. Now, some of the key elements of the plan include a commitment by the Chargers to stay in San Diego for at least 30 years and pay for any construction cost overruns on the stadium. The city, though, would own the building and control all events other than NFL games. Now, some of the details are still unclear. The Chargers say they'd like a soft roof, but that's still undecided. If voters approve, the Chargers think the stadium could be ready in 2022. Live in the newsroom, I'm Ben Higgins, 10 News.
All right, interesting. Thanks, Ben. Well, there are new developments in the deadly balcony collapse at Berkeley last summer. The Alameda County DA says it will not file any criminal charges. 6 college students died and 7 other people were injured. Investigators say extreme dry rot in the wood caused the balcony to collapse.
Accused of killing a Santa Barbara family and now an Oceanside man is charged with first-degree murder. Perry Hobbish is accused of killing Dr. Henry Hahn, his wife, and their 5-year-old daughter. Their bodies were found inside their home last Wednesday. Investigators arrested Hobbish at a Bondsville gas station. They say he had a gun and some of the family's belongings with him.
Neighbors fuming, more parrots dropping out of the sky. The investigation heats up to catch a killer shooting these iconic beach birds.
Punches thrown, slaps to the face, a brutal assault right on a river.
Seeing the aftermath was just insane.
The new video of this gut-wrenching takedown.
A mother accused of faking cancer. Her neighbors now out thousands of dollars. Her sly move when police came knocking at her door. Now to a developing story. Shot for being too loud. 2 more parrots dead tonight in Point Loma. A total of 7 killed in just the past few weeks. And 10 News reporter Bree Steffen has the investigation that hopes to catch a killer.
2 of the birds were found near this church on Catalina Boulevard. People who live around here say they are tired of finding the birds dead.
There's so many wild parrots out there, just different types. It's kind of incredible.
Jen Carter says this is where the parrots who hang out in Ocean Beach and Point Loma belong.
Impossible to tell how they died.
Not here. Found dead on Easter Sunday. A woman brought them to this fire station down the street. SoCal Parrot called Jen to take pictures to document the deaths.
This is my first time getting up and close with these poor dead birds. So it's very upsetting to see because they're these gorgeous parrots. They look perfect. There's nothing wrong with them, and there's nothing you can do for them.
She took the birds to an animal hospital so the bodies could be refrigerated until the San Diego Department of Animal Services got them. She thinks the same person who shot and killed 5 parrots this year with a pellet gun is responsible for these 2.
Healthy conures don't usually die at the exact same time with no reason whatsoever, without human involvement. I'm not happy that it keeps happening.
The Department of Animal Services say they will perform a necropsy on both birds tomorrow to figure out what killed them. In Point Loma, Bree Steffen, 10 News.
A sickening mystery. Well, Animal Control says if you do find a dead parrot, do not move it. Instead, call them immediately so they can investigate.
Your voice, your vote. The 3 remaining Republican presidential candidates are backing away from their pledge to support the eventual nominee, with Donald Trump flat out saying that pledge is null and void.
Do you continue to pledge whoever the Republican nominee is?
No, I don't anymore. Look,
you don't?
No, we'll see who it is.
During that same town hall on CNN tonight, both Ted Cruz and John Kasich shied away from a direct answer, saying that they will see how the race pans out. Every Republican candidate signed the pledge after a meeting with the party chair 6 months ago.
I'm Michael Chen in Skyline Hills. Extra concerns in this neighborhood tonight after a newly released video of what appears to be teens breaking into a house. One moment they're toting backpacks and riding skateboards, the next they're ringing the front doorbell twice. The November footage also shows the group eventually descending on the house. The homeowner Bob, who asked us to hide his identity, says they nabbed digital cameras, cash, and $20,000 in jewelry.
My heart fell. My second wedding ring when we renewed our vows.
The thieves also tried to put everything back in its place, even making the bed to delay the call to police. Michael Chen, 10 News.
Yeah.
You can hear the slapping. A mob of young women attack another woman, and the horrible beating is all caught on camera. The attack happened along a riverbank in South Carolina. Police say the victim was lounging with a co-worker when the women beat her up while someone recorded it all. It's unclear what prompted this attack. The victim's friend says she is traumatized.
Seeing the aftermath was just insane. Just the way that she had blood all over her face, 2 black eyes, like you can tell that she's completely messed up in the face.
Police arrested and charged 3 girls with the attack. The beaten woman suffered a concussion and a broken nose.
Serious crimes there. And a well-known Vietnamese actor and comedian from Garden Grove is accused of sexually assaulting a young boy. Prosecutors say Min Quan Hong claimed to be hosting auditions for a project when the alleged assault happened. The boy reported the incident to police. Officers arrested Hong during a sting operation. He faces several felony counts, including oral copulation of a minor.
Well, don't be fooled. Is this a cell phone or a gun? The answer, it's a folding pistol, a Minnesota startup drawing attention for its concealment method. The CEO says he came up with the idea when a child caught a glimpse of his gun at a restaurant. The pistol is designed to fold up into a rectangle that looks similar to a smartphone, complete with a fake camera. Manufacturing is expected to start in October, and police say this could be dangerous and pose multiple challenges.
New tonight, a mom accused of faking cancer to scam neighbors out of thousands of dollars. The upstate New York woman posted pictures of herself on fundraising sites, claiming she only had 18 months to live. The community raised $60,000 and even bought her a therapy dog. But when police asked to see her medical records, the woman closed her restaurant and moved to Florida. She is now refusing to talk about the situation. Also new tonight, a perfectly timed picture captures a bit of a messy moment for a newborn when nature called there. The photographer caught the surprised parents right at the second that it just flies.
Happened.
The picture has thousands of likes and hundreds of shares. After a quick cleanup, the photo shoot continued, yes, with the more serene pictures.
I like the picture of the father's face, just completely shocked.
Every
Stunned.
parent understands, whether you've had a girl or a boy. It was a cute picture.
Well, now to a Team 10 consumer alert. Nearly 6,300 police cars under recall right now. 8 of those are right here at the Carlsbad Police Department. GM says the electronic power steering can fail. Corrosion on a connector causes the problem, they say. The recall includes Chevrolet Caprice police pursuit vehicles from the 2014 to 2016 model years. Carlsbad tells us they'll be fixed as soon as possible.
New at 11 o'clock, imagine being able to teleport virtually anywhere in the world. That is the promise of this. It's holoportation technology from Microsoft, and it allows users to interact with a 3D image of somebody else. Well, that's what you see in the bottom left of the corner of your screen. You have to be in the room surrounded with 3D cameras and then wear Microsoft's HoloLens device.
The chance of showers is not over yet. I have the 10 News Pinpoint Rain Futurecast ready to show you how long the chance will last.
Okay.
Weather Rate Certified San Diego's most accurate forecast. This is 10 News Pinpoint Weather, sponsored by Bath Fitter.
Well, it was certainly cloudy today, but some of parts of the county actually saw snow.
Absolutely, and we're going to show you a great photo taken by Alex Stardy and he posted it to our 10 News Weather Watchers page. There you have it. You can see snow on the ground. Wow. Not from your typical spots. Usually this comes from Mount Laguna or Julian, but this is actually from Campo, where the snow has accumulated. And if you look closely here at some of the railing on the side, it looks like it's about maybe a little bit over a tree. So we're going with about half an inch of snow, enough to make at least maybe a snowball or so. How about Mount Laguna? It was clear at times, then cloudy, and then by 6 o'clock, the snow started to accumulate. In Mount Laguna, already an inch of snow. Big Bear picking up 3 inches, so certainly this helps our drought. We need snow in the mountains and especially some of that rain. But as far as the rain is concerned, the chance will continue. You can see those showers will continue streaming out of the west. The same flow that has allowed for most of the rain today will continue, and most of the snow that has fallen, it's actually going to be tapering off overnight, but there could still be some additional accumulations in Mount Laguna. The 8 has been active since about 5 o'clock this afternoon, and we still have a few leftover showers out there. We'll continue to see that chance overnight and into tomorrow. It'll be spotty and light. At times it's going to pick up most likely early tomorrow morning, so for morning commuters, certainly this could be a slowdown for many areas closer to San Diego, Chula Vista, and also IB. Temperatures tonight will be falling into the 40s. Looking at 47 in Poway here in San Diego, will drop down to 53. Tomorrow it'll be another cool day in the low 60s in the city. IB 65, 64 in Chula Vista and 58 in Ramona. Chance of showers continues, keeping it cool on Wednesday, slowly trending upward. And by the time the weekend rolls around, you'll forget it even rained this week. It'll be nice. On Friday, we start the month of April. Could April bring some showers for some Mayflowers? We can only cross our fingers and hope for the best.
Yeah,
right?
we need it for sure.
We do have short memories with weather, don't we?
Yes, we do.
It changes like that.
And we complain really easily. It was an unexpected NIT disappointment for Steve Fisher.
Yeah, what coach says went wrong for the Aztecs tonight at Madison Square Garden.
He said, but Ben said, I said, I know, but Ben stands like, we give him a chair.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
The child peeping picture back up. I really didn't see it.
Tonight's sports report sponsored by the San Diego Dreamhouse Raffle.
After playing some of their best basketball of the season to reach the NIT semifinals, the Aztecs played some of their worst basketball tonight in New York, facing George Washington at Madison Square Garden, and Steve Fisher's bunch didn't even score in the first 5 minutes. A 3 by Yuta Watanabe from Japan gave the Colonials a 17-8 lead midway through the first half. Now the Aztecs used an 8-2 run to pull within 3, but that shot by Matt Shrigley was the team's only three-pointer of the first half. George Washington pushed the lead to 35-20 at the break and basically cruised through the second half, advancing to Thursday's final against Valparaiso with a 65-46 win and ending SDSU's season.
I think our inability to make shots affected our concentration at the other end, and all of a sudden you got a snowball going downhill that turns into a gigantic glacier as it builds up steam.
Tough way for the season to end. Well, the Padres and Dodgers gave us a sneak preview of Monday's season opener at Petco Park when the teams met in Peoria this afternoon. Now, a couple of Padres regulars heating up just in time for the season. John Jay had a big day at the plate. The former Cardinal smacked his 4th and 5th home runs of the spring today. After the game, manager Andy Green named Jay his leadoff hitter for opening day. It's also a good bet. Will Myers will be playing first base and batting cleanup on Monday. He blasted his 4th home run of the spring, all in the past week and a half. Padres went on to beat the Dodgers 11-9 in a slugfest. And could the Chargers be targeting Jalen Ramsey with the 3rd pick in the NFL draft? The defensive back worked out for scouts and coaches at Florida State's Pro Day today, and Chargers secondary coach Ron Milas, there in the powder blue, was front and center for the drills. Don't read too much into that. They scout everyone, but he was right up there close, wasn't he?
Yeah, disappointing for State.
Yeah, it was.